right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. gunkPunk here, and I got the crew, the Outcast, with me this evening. Say hello, everyone.
Oh,
Or not, that's cool too, thanks. What the hell?
Hey, you told us to be quiet, so we
I,
were
I
quiet.
I said be quiet until I started talking and introduce you guys.
I heard no one saying it, so I tried to make it really loud.
Oh
You
my
failed.
god. Alright, so as per
That's
usual,
a
we got the
great.
Outcast with us tonight. Let's start from the top left of the video here. We got Bubblegum Princess, aka Grumpy Bitch, aka Caitlin.
Hi.
And since she just joined, we have in the top left Batgirl233, aka Colby, Mrs. Troglin.
Colby, say hi.
Colby.
No.
Colby, unmute your mic.
Colby.
Bueller. You.
Colby.
Alright, we'll get back to her. And in the top right corner of the video here, we got Miss Harley Quinn 1031, aka Stephanie, my lovely wife.
Colby.
In the second row, far left, we got Shorty R77, aka Mr. Dylan.
He's a little busy playing video games.
You guys are making this
Yeah.
you guys are making this introduction very hard. I just want you to know
Dude, that's how you know a podcast is about to be foobar.
that. Dead center in the middle, we got Mr. Silence Pig 6, aka Mr. Tyler Troglin.
Oink,
Hello.
oink, oink, oink.
And in
No,
the
it's
middle
silenced.
in the middle right, we have Mr. Silver, aka Dom. That's it, just
Dom.
you.
Eh.
Okay. And then of course you got me, the host, Wolfgang 1031, aka gunkPunk.
And the party's over.
Yep, and that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.
And bye.
And scene.
Whoa! Just like... All right, so
I don't feel comfortable tonight.
it's all good.
Night.
What?
What?
Do I make you feel uncomfortable?
No, you just make me question everything you do.
Good.
You make her question my sexuality.
That is my goal in life.
Did nobody hear that?
No.
What?
Okay.
We all ignored it.
Yep. You'll just.
I didn't hear nothing.
I heard it.
Colby's muted. Is there a reason why Colby's muted?
Tyler.
She's working on it.
Tyler.
Oh,
Colby.
she's working on her stuff. Okay. Cool.
Colby.
So, as per usual, weekly we try to do a podcast with the Outcasts here. For the most part, we've got almost everyone here tonight. Every week we do a random podcast, just random topics. As stated in the description, a couple of things to throw out there for you guys to understand. For one, there is never really a set way of going about topics. Sometimes we try to stay on them, sometimes we don't. Also, for those of you who are in the podcast tonight that didn't know this, the Facebook page Streams with Wolfgang is now an affiliate of a company called No Name Nerd, which those of you who are watching the stream, you'll see the logo in the bottom left, as well as in the description, I did put a link to their website.
Did it have a USB adapter?
And
I don't know where it went.
Colby, we can hear you.
we can hear you. So in the
Wait,
description-
really?
Yes,
Yep,
you can.
it's working now.
It's
You
not
just
very
sound
good,
like
but
you're underwater.
yeah.
Baby, guess what time it is?
Wait, is it going through my laptop or is it going through my headset?
It's going through your laptop.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. Well, while they're
Keeping it
fixing
open
that,
for the door knock.
in the description of the video, you'll see that there is a code gunkPunk. If you go to nonamernerd.com, you can actually get a custom gaming jersey or customize anything, ranging from t-shirts to beanies to hoodies to tank tops, even mouse pads, coffee
Even
mugs.
penis tattoos.
That's a different story. No, that's not actually on there. But you can get like mouse pads made, custom coffee mugs, water tumblers, even a throw pillow. I mean, that's pretty cool, and they're actually reasonably priced. But if you use our code gunkPunk, you will get 10% off. And we just had somebody. Oh, it's Colby. Okay, so yeah,
Technical difficulties.
that gives me a chance to discuss all that with. So if you guys are interested, definitely click the link in the description. Go to nonamenerd.com and type in gunkPunk to get 10% off your order. What in the world was that?
What?
Was that you?
I farted.
What was that noise? Did you rip ass?
No.
Well, you didn't say, man, that stinks, so clearly it wasn't rip ass. So.
Oh boy.
Was that a burp or something? What was that?
No, I was just making a weird noise.
Oh, okay.
What's new?
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna be
You
extra.
ever had one of those farts where it sounds like you take the edge of the, where you blow up the balloon and you pull it real thin?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. We've
Yep.
all had those farts.
Those are the best.
Hey, now
What
hold
is
on.
going on here?
If someone is about to tell me that you ain't ever had a fart that you just farted just right, like you had pressure on your stomach, that's gone.
I'm a little concerned here. I don't
Like
know
you
what's
just
going on.
overall feel better.
Oh,
Like you
there
could
it
go
is.
run a
Oh,
marathon.
yeah.
Oh,
Caleb, we had another friend join.
we
Why
have
does he
Mr.
sound
Aqua
like
Dementia,
some
aka
robot?
Ian,
The
join
fuck
us.
did I just walk into? Jesus.
All right. Ian, you
He's
said
using-
Ian. Wait.
He's using his phone. That's why.
So Aqua is Ian.
Aqua is Ian.
All right, bye
Yeah.
guys.
I know. You get back here. Get back here.
Actually,
F, don't leave me.
I only got a few minutes on my way home. I just got off work.
If anybody is watching this, if you can, check the link or the video that's currently live and make sure that it's actually working. For
Dude, I
some
didn't-
reason, something's going on with my system. I need to find out what.
I
Ian,
will check.
Ian, you said you just got off work.
Yeah, so I got a couple minutes before I get home.
Ew, I
and
didn't
then I'm
know.
gonna go to bed.
I didn't
Yeah.
know the Land of Oz was still open during COVID.
Hey, I will smack the shit out of you.
Bring it.
Oh my
I'll
goodness.
I'll even dust off the step stool for you.
Oh, hell yeah.
And Caleb, yes, the live is working.
Okay, so it's just on me.
Yep.
What I'm doing
So-
right now is I'm submitting a link into a Discord that I'm a part of to try to get some more viewers for our stream. Hello, live viewer, please. Oh, wait, is that you, Kat?
That was me, yeah, sorry.
Never mind.
I exited it out, but so...
Well, then we still have a viewer.
Oh, then I guess someone is watching. Hello.
Hello.
I'm so sorry.
Probably me. My bad.
Oh,
Are you guys
Hi.
messing with me, or is this like legit going on? What's happening here?
I like ketchup.
I drink on the paint. He felt really good. He's my hamburger.
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 I don't understand hamburger.
Taco.
What?
What? He did what,
Hello?
Miss Cup?
Colby.
Colby.
Colby? Bueller?
Colby.
Bueller?
Colby.
Bueller?
Colby.
Oh,
What
yeah.
was that, Dom? That high pitched.
Alright, so a couple things that we discussed in the chat beforehand. First off, Tyler likes to contradict himself with time travel.
Yes.
Hold on, I've got to go grab food.
Go
Fuck
grab
you.
food.
Just want to get that out.
It's not our fault. One podcast, you're like, I don't believe in time travel.
No,
and
I
yet-
don't. It cannot physically happen in any way, shape, or form because time is a human construct. It technically doesn't exist.
Is it though?
Yes.
Are you 100%
Yes, because-
certain?
All right. Then
Because
from here
animals
on
in
out,
nature cannot consist the time.
Then from here on out, you are no longer allowed to share fucking time traveling memes with anybody.
Alright, we're gonna go
I
past
just thought
that.
it was a funny meme.
We're gonna go past that now.
Your face
Um,
is a funny meme.
So,
I do have a theory that goes around that, though.
Oh no, here we go.
Time travel. Bye, Tyler.
No. It's called the flashback theory.
Is-
Or
Is this similar to the Flashpoint?
No. You know how you
So-
have points in your life where you have deja vu moments?
All too often. Continue.
Okay,
Glitch in the
well,
Matrix.
they say that when you die, your life flashes before your eyes.
That's because I took the blue pill.
Well, they say when you die, your life flashes before your eyes. So,
Right.
therefore, you are reliving your life, and there are certain points in your time in your life that you remember said moments,
So what you're saying
like you
is,
have experienced it before.
so
So
what,
right now I'm dying.
so what you're saying is
Yes.
everything we're seeing right now is all just a memory, and we're actually dying.
Could
Oh, I love it.
possibly. It's very possible.
I hate you.
So if I were to
I'm sorry.
hypothetically, right this minute, go out and play in traffic and get hit really hard by a semi,
Yes, that's probably how you are dying right now. You don't know.
Please do it.
all right,
Ian, stop it.
BRB, be right back.
No.
God.
No.
Oh
Okay.
God.
What did I miss?
A whole
It's
lot
a
of
theory
crazy.
that me and a friend of mine in high school came up with, and it's a
Garbage?
solid one.
It is a solid theory, but get out of my head. Stop that stuff. You guys know how I feel about time travel.
Paradox.
It hurts my head. So, anyways,
It's a paradox. Caleb's a paradox.
I am a paradox, but we don't want to talk about that.
Colby.
So,
Is my shit
oh my
working?
God.
Colby. Colby.
Jesus.
Hello?
Colby.
Hi.
Hi.
Colby.
If you keep saying Colby, I can't understand if you hear me or not.
Yes,
I
we
do.
can hear you. Disregard her.
Thank God.
I have to adjust
I just
your level
switched
because
to my
you were just, like,
phone.
screaming in my ear.
I had to change to my phone because for some reason my laptop won't connect with my headset.
No worries. Okay, so the other topic I saw was weird tweaker encounters.
I came up with this idea from the
Yes.
encounter I had last night.
Me
Uh,
or somebody else?
Hold
So-
on.
No,
Because-
you know that graveyard right there off of Memorial.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we were driving one of these days when they had all the flags up there, and we saw this dude just. I guess he thought he was controlling the way the flags moved because he was waving his arms at him, and I mean that was.
You
fun
met an
to watch.
airbender?
I think so. I think I saw an airbender in real life.
You know, I
Oh,
just thought
shit.
of something, guys. You hear how Ian sounds?
Yeah.
What?
He's our eyes in the sky. He's our weatherman. He sounds like he's...
Oh my.
Ian, how's the weather out there, sir?
Fuck you.
Well, we're going southbound on 169 right now, and the winds seem to be blowing pretty hard.
Got this small cell down here in the south side of town, and shit fucked.
Go fuck yourself.
I'm sorry. Okay, so let's start with Colby. Can you hear me?
yes.
Do you have a weird tweaker encounter?
Honestly, I actually don't.
Oh,
Okay.
I've got so many.
All right, Kat. Your
Okay,
turn.
so for our viewers and the two guys in here that may not know what I do for a living, I work in a vape shop. I work in the nicotine addiction business.
All right.
Ooh, she
So-
gets the fix.
Tweakers are good at addiction.
Oh yeah.
So last night, about 30-40 minutes before close, this little, she had to be early 20s, this little girl comes in and she's tweaked out of her mind, like she just took a hit before coming inside the store, tweaked out.
Oof.
Shit.
And her vape is fucked up because she let someone get her into some weird ass setting. So I'm having to figure out this device that I've never handled before, trying to figure out the settings to fix it for her. Well, I'm trying to keep an eye on her to make sure she doesn't steal shit.
Right.
And then about 10 minutes before close, her boyfriend comes in,
Oh no.
who is also tweaked out of his mind. And we've got a little section of discount damaged mods, like if we took it out of the packaging and we dropped it and scratched it type deal.
Right.
And he was over there fiddling with that stuff, looking at it, and I'm standing right behind him watching him. I watch him take a device out of a box and slip it in his pocket.
You gotta be kidding me.
Nope. And of course, I didn't say anything because A, I was terrified. He had to be 6'2",
Right.
and he was wearing basketball shorts, and I could tell he had some sort of weapon in his pocket.
Oh
It's
shit.
either that or he was just happy to be there.
No, it wasn't the right shape.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
you know,
so I
troopers.
got to deal with that, and then thankfully Dylan came up to the store right after they left because I had texted him to come up to the store because while I was dealing with Tweaker Bitch, I had two motorcyclists try to come inside the store without wearing masks, and when I told them I couldn't let them in the store without a mask, they sat outside for 15 minutes watching me.
That's just not okay.
Yeah, I was scared, and that's just one experience. One of my favorite ones, this isn't my experience, this is Becca's. She was also at work at the same vape shop.
Okay.
She had a tweaker lady come in, and it'd been a while since she'd been vaping, but she was looking for a unicorn bottle. But she put her finger to her forehead every time she said unicorn.
Yeah.
And Becca,
coin.
She's
that's
my
pretty
spirit
much
animal.
how she was saying it. And Becca had to explain to her that all the bottles were in unicorn bottles now. Or all the juice was in unicorn bottles.
Wow. Someone just left. Who left?
Yeah, it was Ian.
Oh, fine.
Yeah.
Bye.
Well, he put in the chat, didn't want to interrupt. LOL. Gotta go. One of these days, I'll be on the whole chat. Emoji.
Emoji.
The all new 2021 F-150. Now with
Last
180-degree folding seats so you can sleep while you wait for the tow truck.
Yeah,
All
but what kind
right.
of motor does it have in it? Does it have one of them motors where you go?
And last one that comes to mind, it has nothing to do with work, but last year when Dylan and I were at our old apartment complex, we were out driving around 51st and Sheridan,
Right.
and I just saw a whole ass tweaker walking down the street with his entire ass hanging out of his pants.
Hell yeah, brother. How else you gonna
Right.
air out?
Bare butt, no underwear, nothing.
Well, how else are you going to tan your cheeks?
That is, yeah.
This man had melanin in his skin already.
Oh boy.
He
All
was
right.
he was not a pasty boy.
All right, so, babe,
Hello.
you got some tweaker stories, huh?
I like ketchup.
Oh yeah, working
I
at
like
Supercuts, I'm sure you've got some
Oh,
stories.
bro. Okay. I got two that are my favorite.
Let's stick with two from now on. One
Alright.
to two.
All right. Do you want to hear about the dude first or the chick?
80s first.
All right. So, sitting out in the lobby area
Hell
at
yeah.
my old job, and
Hello, live viewer.
we had the building that I worked in. There was a training part to this store.
On the
So
south
everyone
side.
that got hired on would have to go through the training portion of Supercuts. So I'm sitting there and I'm cleaning and I'm doing my job, and I see like the whole class, the whole training class, which was probably a good 12, 15 people, and they're all outside with their phones out. I'm like, what the hell is going on? So I'm looking around. I don't see anything because there's a bunch of cars. I finally go outside to take my smoke break. Quotes.
Wink, wink.
And all I see is this big old girl, and you can tell she's tweaking.
Hello.
Big old girl walking down 41st Street, just her bra and underwear.
Oh goodness.
Bro, she was not. Oh, Respucia.
But she was having the time of her life.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Then this other time, this was probably right around the time that I first got hired on. So I went outside, and this time I actually took a smoke break. That's what I intended to do. So I go outside, sit on the side of the building, sitting there smoking. I heard something crash in the street. So I looked up and I was like, what the hell is this? Some dude literally was riding his bicycle and he just got off of his bike, threw it in the street, and started dancing his life away. Like, so hardcore.
Sounds
No
amazing.
music was playing. He didn't have headphones on, nothing. He was just dancing his heart out.
Hell yeah.
That's
That's-
amazing.
That's all I got.
Dylan, you got any?
Babe,
Dylan.
Bueller.
your turn.
Dylan.
What?
What? Oh,
I'm eating.
Oh,
In the butt?
do,
What are you talking about?
Do you want to share any tweaker stories?
1 to 2.
I mean, I was walking to my car while I was working at Jimmy John's once, and I had to walk into an alley in downtown, and there was a homeless guy taking a shit next to my Jeep.
Ugh.
Okay, that's borderline
What?
Jaker.
Yeah, he's just hanging out.
How
I
am
was
I
like,
the only one without a tweaker story?
Because you
You
work
don't
at
get
an
out
office,
enough.
Y'all lived out in fucking middle of nowhere.
and you work in an office, so you
There
don't
was
really
no
deal
one
with
to
a
be
lot.
tweaking.
You'd be surprised.
Valid point,
Well,
but still.
apparently not, because you don't have no stories.
I
Let
mean,
me
if you
think.
wanted
I
to,
might actually have one that I can't remember. Like my
Caitlin
brain
can-
suppressed it.
Caitlin can tell you about the guy that came into Hertz Donuts and said he owned the world.
Oh God, Pee-wee.
Oh goodness, that's.
I've heard y'all talk about Pee Wee.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's.
Pee-wee. The cops don't touch him because he carries pretty much every STD known to man.
Oh, shit.
Shout out to our man Pee Wee. Hope you're doing good in the world now.
He's rocking around with a skateboard.
Okay, Tyler, you got one?
That guy, I don't know, there was that one dude that got a job at Hertz with us and, like, wanted to fight.
Oh yeah, PCP guy.
Mm-hmm. He wanted to fight, not a shift lead, but he was in charge of the kitchen before he went to days.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was always like, I'm a fucking blood, bro, fuck. And then our homie was always wearing blue.
Oh no.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, we're all bloods, because we got blood in our bodies, so.
I don't.
No.
I have marinara sauce.
Mine's just simple syrup.
Mine is
Mine's,
KFC brown gravy.
mine is
The-
every bit of energy drink you can think of.
The brown Listerine keeps my heart pumping.
No,
The
mine's just
brown
straight-
Listerine.
Mine's just straight up gamer
Brown
subs.
Listerine.
I just have gamer subs in my veins. I replaced all my blood
That
with
and
it.
4 cheese stuffed mushrooms.
So Tyler, what do you got?
Oh.
Oh.
I know one from Tyler telling me.
Uh-oh.
Which one?
The time
When you
that
first started working at wholesale. Lady you had to put down?
Wait, you had to
God,
kill
did
someone?
you have to shoot her?
No!
Damn.
Damn!
Fucking-
I
this
mean,
just turned into Old Yeller.
Fucking savage.
No!
I mean, look, man, we all got to do it at some point, but come on.
I mean, I know a few people I want to put down, but you know.
Anyways,
For legal reasons, that's a joke.
it's not, but we're just gonna.
Yes,
Anyways,
joke.
Yeah, totally. Tyler.
Just look at the daisies.
Smile away.
The
boys.
daisies, the
Smile away.
daisies.
All right, we're off track. Tyler. Tyler,
Is he lost in thought?
I will straight up send you a picture of Richard Nixon if you don't respond.
What?
Bet I won't.
Oh, I
What?
can see nudes.
Did you just threaten to send him a dick pic of Richard Nixon?
I mean, there's nudes of Trump out there.
Oh.
Nobody wants to. We're not even. No, I was threatening to send a picture of Richard Nixon, aka a dick pic. Or I could find a picture of Dick Cheney if that makes you feel better.
I mean, we all know
That
what
just
nudes,
sounds painful.
we all know what nudes my girlfriend wants to see. The nudes of Ryan Reynolds.
Nah.
I too.
I mean,
Bruh, yeah.
who in here wouldn't?
I want to see nudes of Keanu Reeves, but he's too pure for that.
Oh,
Right?
Too pure for that.
Okay, come
He's,
on.
he's
Yeah.
Too
not
pure for that.
attractive. He
He's
is not
fine.
attractive.
what?
So what?
All right,
I
He's
like
still a
vagina.
badass.
that's it.
Look, man, I'd still
cat
want
out
to
of the
see
chat.
fucking. I'd want to see nudes of. What's the dude's name from the Hunchback of Notre Dame?
Quasimodo?
Quasimodo. I want to see his
That
dick.
dude's got to be dragging
Show
something
me his
big.
dick.
Bro.
Just
Show
look
me
at Trump's
his
nudes. I'm pretty sure that's what it'd be like.
What happened here? We went from talking about tweakers to how apparently Kat wants to see nude pictures of Ryan Reynolds, and now Dylan wants to
Fuck
see
you.
nudes.
Trump's got a fat
But
cock,
I
and we all know
don't. That's the thing. If I want to see any celebrities nudes, Ruby Rose.
Yes.
Okay.
Girl, I am right there with you.
Everybody in
Yes.
here can agree. We all
Fucking-
want to see that.
it. Dating a lesbian is weird.
I love you.
Okay.
Showed me a TikToker. She's just like, I love the way women look. I would date a woman. I would marry a woman, but I'm in love with a man. And I'm just like, wow.
That-
Tell me how you really feel.
Well, I'm okay.
She's just looking at freaking Dylan at night as he sleeps, just sitting there contemplating and just
I
thinking,
wonder what he'd be like with titties.
like, why don't you have a pussy?
Pretty much.
Why can't you have a vagina?
Listen, I don't even like my own penis, but I don't want a vagina either. Fuck periods.
For real.
I mean,
Agreed.
Tyler, you got a tweaker story, bud?
Other than them just getting in the way for some reason when I'm driving down the highway.
Okay. Dom.
Well, that's
Vaginas do?
Yeah, man. What do you
Out of
mean?
nowhere, bam, vagina.
I mean, I've got one. I used to work with him in Bartlesville. This must have been like 7 years ago. I used to drive back and forth between Tulsa and Bartlesville to work there. But I was actually working with Robin at that time.
Oh.
Yeah, and
are Robin?
we had this guy that worked with us for a time.
Yeah.
He ended up smoking meth in the bathroom, setting off the fire alarms and stuff.
Oh.
But he's the guy in Bartlesville that got his house raided
Oh,
because
shit.
he had a meth lab and 7 kids.
Damn.
Yeah.
Tell me he had kitty porn so I can go murder him.
Oh, I want to.
Well, would it be
was
considered murder if they're not technically human? Because I don't.
No,
consider
it's not
pedophiles
murder.
human.
That's actually mercy at that point.
It's just, ridding the world of a oxygen user.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've been contemplating my tweaker story
because
because unfortunately I have a lot.
But I
Um,
mean,
We're
I've
not.
never really encountered other tweakers back in my younger days.
I think.
I was the tweaker.
I think the best one I've got was. Fuck.
Babe, this is terrible. Watch this man. Watch my screen.
Are you watching gay porn again?
No, he's watching memes.
Watch this.
Okay. Anyways,
This is evil.
one that I can safely talk about. Let me put it that way.
right.
Happened back in 2015 when I had a house that I was renting off of 15th.
Evil.
Oh my god, babe,
What?
chill.
Anyways, I was renting a house off of 15th and Sheridan. Now,
Oh,
or not Sheridan, Garnett. So,
I
God.
just realized that I had the main character of this Discord muted the whole time.
who, me?
I was wondering why I couldn't hear you.
Oh, because Fortnite, when we get in Fortnite, we're still on Discord.
You couldn't hear me this whole time?
Maybe.
Oh, shit.
That's funny.
Anyways, so
Maybe.
the one tweaker story, Dylan, as I was saying, the one tweaker story I could safely talk about happened in 2015 when I had a rent house off of 15th and Garnett.
This man has
Now-
dates.
As each of you know, I have the death bat tattooed across my chest. Now, before this house, I'd had just the skull done and part of a wing. Well, I went and I rented this house, and I stayed there for a good, 4 or 5 months before we actually moved out. we had a friend of ours had a buddy of his who was a tattoo artist. He's like, yeah, man, he's great, he's awesome, da da da, whatever. Like, okay.
Home
Oh.
tattoos are the best tattoos because you hate them for a while, and then you're like, it's a great story.
I got 2.
I've got 7 tattoos, and out of those 7, only 2 of them have been done by actual, in a professional shop, if you will. So, anyways,
You are a professional shop, sir.
we don't talk about that. Anyways, so
What that mouth do though?
It does work.
I had this guy work on my chest piece a couple of times, and I'm talking, I sat there for a good 3 to 4 hours. My chest has had a total of 15 hours of work done on it, and it's still not done. But after the last time I had him actually work on my chest, I had stepped out of the room, and the guy seemed kind of fishy to me, and I kind of, blew it off. But then he was staying in my roommate's room, who was the one that invited him over. Well, I walk into the room, and he's got a pipe in his hand, and he's smoking. And I'm thinking, that ain't a weed pipe. That ain't a tobacco pipe. I looked at him. I said, "What the fuck is that?" He said, "Man, it's just it's speed. It's all good." I'm like, "Excuse me?"
Speed.
Yeah, he was smoking meth in my rent house, and anybody who knows me knows I don't give a shit if you drink. I don't give a fuck if you smoke weed. I'm cool with it. But the minute you do something else, we got a fucking problem. I'm not cool with that.
What about shrooms?
Shrooms are okay.
Acid?
I've never met anybody on acid, so I can't say.
DMT?
Babe, chill.
Anyways,
These are important questions.
These are
important.
we'll discuss this later. Anyways, so I look at the guy. I'm like, "What the fuck is this?" So he was supposed to finish the wings to my death bat. He'd already shaded one side, and he hadn't even done the other. And I was like, I don't feel comfortable you touching me at this point with any kind of tattoo needle or nothing. And so ended up, they all looked at him and said, "Dude, you need to fucking leave. This is not cool." And the guys just started freaking out. They're like, "No, get your shit and get the fuck out."
I
Then
mean,
to-
like, you gotta. He's good with a needle, I guess.
well, it gets worse because
Oh my god.
it gets worse because the guy who convinced me to let this guy, hang with us, chill, stay with us for a little while, and do my tattoo, well, my other roommate caught him. Turns out we had a guy who I was mentoring as a drummer. He had tricked him into snorting a line of meth.
Ooh.
Oof. I'm sure that.
Is
felt
he
fucking
still
good.
alive?
Yeah,
Yes.
he's still alive.
Oh God.
My buddy who had first moved into the house with me found out and knew that the guy was still awake in his bedroom. And so as loud as he could, he said, "When that motherfucker gets up, I'm going to get up and beat his fucking ass." The minute the guy got out of his room, he went straight into the shower, took a shower, went back to his bedroom, packed his shit, and left.
I wouldn't even have waited until you woke up.
Well, Brian had
But
respect.
hold on. So the moral of the story is you need someone to finish on your chest.
Mm-hmm. Good one. Good one. That was a good
Sorry,
one.
I've been
Oh.
holding that since the story started.
Whoa, who just moaned?
That was Colby?
I
Col-
said, "Oh."
It didn't
sound
sound
like
like
that. Tyler,
more
what
like
are you doing? So yeah, pretty much.
Come on, y'all. Your honeymoon was last
I'll have
week.
you know I'm still eating on some
Eating on some what? Some what?
Some clams.
hamburger.
Taco Tuesday.
Hell,
Whoa.
You're eating.
Tuesday.
It's always Taco Tuesday.
Everybody, hold on. What are you eating, Tyler?
Dealer.
food? What?
What are you eating,
Wait,
Tyler?
no, hamburger helper.
Yeah, hamburger helper.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it is some hamburger helper.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Looks so funny.
Giggity.
Anyways,
I don't know why. Okay,
anyway.
gonna be offended by that.
Same.
All right, so let's see what else weirdest things that's happened to you in Oklahoma. This was submitted by Chaos.
I
that's
live
47.
here.
Same. I moved here.
So let's think about that. So let's kind of take it. I can think of one weird thing that's happened to me in Oklahoma. middle of
Bro,
summer.
I got like 37. What do you mean?
Well, let me clarify. So middle of summer, let's say it was like mid-July, and it was like 90 degrees outside. It started snowing, just snowing.
What?
Yeah, I'm not kidding. This happened at the farm. We were in the living room, and Mom looked out. She's like, "Guys, it's snowing." Middle of winter, like 90 degrees outside, and it started snowing. We couldn't figure it out. It was the weirdest thing. It was like a weather anomaly or something. It was like, all right, who did it? What
Who
about,
said
Alright, who
Jumanji?
ticked her off?
any of you guys got got some weird stuff kind of like that?
I gotta think about this one.
I got one.
Okay.
So when I worked at Valmont,
Yep. Every story starts like this. I'm sorry.
we always had to work outside, like no matter what. The only time we ever went inside is whenever there was lightning, or whenever there was like when it was like actually dangerous to be outside, right?
Yeah.
I'll be right
Other
back.
than that, it was outside. Rain, sleet, shine, doesn't matter.
Okay.
I had to go to work early in the morning. I had to get at work at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
So when I got up, I lived an hour away, so I had to wake up at 3.
Mm.
I woke up usually about 3:30 and got ready to go. When I left my house, this was winter. But it was coming out of winter, I think. But there was still ice on the ground when I got up. And drove all the way to work, slick roads. So like it was a decent amount of ice. And got to work, and about the first hour of work, the ice had melted already. It had already warmed up that much.
Okay.
By noon, it was raining, and like raining. Like we got like 2 inches of rain, and
Like a hippo pissing on a rock.
yep,
Okay.
and we right after that, not probably 2 hours later, it got hot as a mother, and that like just everything was just hot and humid. It was miserable outside. We was probably sitting around, probably felt around 102,
Jeez.
Ooh.
like just out of nowhere, and it just got done raining. It was like 80 degrees outside. Just out of nowhere, it got stupid hot, and then it died down. And by the time we got ready to leave, I was working some overtime, and I didn't leave until like 6 o'clock. And I got ready to leave, and the road started freezing over again.
Jeez.
I had like every season in one day.
I think I've had something similar like that happen before.
What is happening?
Anybody else got a weird
Did
story?
Oklahoma just
Alright, I'm
break?
back.
Yeah, Oklahoma breaks all the time. It's Oklahoma. We're in the dead center of everything.
I mean, there's the time that I was leaving Caitlin's house when she lived in places, and a tornado was touching down as I was driving away.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah. Speaking of tornadoes, I've got a good one.
Oh.
This was when I was working at Wendy's. This wouldn't have been this past spring, but I believe the spring before that. Yeah. So not this tornado season, but the previous tornado season.
Uh-huh.
Every day is tornado season.
I was working at Wendy's in Catoosa part-time, and the sirens start going off, and there's a tornado trying to touch down in the background, so of course all of us employees had to go hide in the bathroom. We couldn't force customers to do it, so not all the customers did.
Right.
And we've still got our headsets on, and we're hiding from this fucking tornado, and all of a sudden we hear, can I get 2 small vanilla Frosties?
Well, I tell you
Sounds
what,
about right.
that
And
looks
we're
like a
like-
nader.
We're like, sir, there is a tornado. Take cover. What? I can't hear you. I want 2 small vanilla Frosties. Meanwhile, you can hear the tornado sirens going off in the background over the headset.
It's like, sir, there is a nader like a mile away. You need to go home.
You need to go to Quick Trip, get you a 12-pack of PBR, and
And
Hammer.
he repeated himself like 5 times. He was sitting at the cashier window when we came out of the bathroom, pissed as fuck because no one was there for him to take his money and his order.
Wow, that's ridiculous.
Y'all were pissed because nobody
No,
would take his
he
money.
was. He was.
The old man.
I think I've got something kind of similar to that. So, oh god, when was this? It's when Colin and KJ actually lived across the street from here.
Okay.
There was the big storm that came through Tulsa, and there was a tornado. I had gone to the Brahms here in Tulsa, right there at 11th and Garnett, and the weather was starting to get kind of bad, so I got in the store, and that's when the tornado touched down, like a couple miles, like 2 miles down the road, and it was heading east. We all had to go into the walk-in freezer that they had in the back. They had to kill all the power, and we're sitting there watching from the milk jugs, where they had the glass doors where all the milk jugs are.
Yeah.
We're over by those, and we're looking at the front door, and all you see is just these front doors. They're, as you know, Brahms doors are glass and metal. That's it. These doors are swinging wide open, just going nuts, and you can see the rain literally going sideways. Like it's not not even going like at an angle. It's just going sideways. Wind was crazy, and we're sitting there watching it for a good 10 minutes, freezing because it's the walk-in freezer. It gets cold in there. And
Really? Didn't know that.
listen. Anyways, so we sat in there for a little while, and then we finally were able to go back outside, and oh my god, those doors were still intact. No damage whatsoever.
Damn. I mean, there's also the story of the same tornado season when Dylan offered to drive through a tornado to come be with me.
Aww.
That's love right there.
It was when we had that tornado go down right next to Woodland Hill.
Oh yeah.
And we were living at 71st and Yale, so we were pretty fucking close.
Right.
And I'm home alone when this is going on.
Ooh.
So I'm downstairs hiding in the tiny ass, smaller than Harry Potter's closet underneath the stairs with my psychotic cat.
Sorry.
And I'm texting him freaking out the entire time while he was at work because he was working overnights over at the weld shop then, and he's like, do you need me to come home? And I'm like, bitch, you are in the safest place you can be right now, you stay there.
Hey, that's love though.
And then because he has no cell reception, we're texting over Messenger, so he's nervous as hell having me try to get in contact with his mom because we weren't sure if she went to Rocklahoma because that's where there were also tornadoes.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Luckily, that was the year they decided to not go.
Like every year, there's always... You know what I noticed?
Rocklahoma first.
Well, here's the interesting part. Rocklahoma didn't happen this year, right?
Yeah, COVID.
Did not happen.
Did we have any major tornado storms out there this year?
Yep.
We did?
Yeah, we've had 100. This year is the highest Oklahoma touchdown tornadoes yet.
I didn't. I'm talking like Memorial Day weekend
all
specifically.
year. We haven't had a tornado season. It's just been hitting all fucking year. We're still getting tornadoes out the ass.
Well, like, did it hit right in prior Memorial Day weekend is what I mean. I don't remember hearing about it.
Not that I'm aware of.
Rocklahoma's cursed.
Yep, that's it. Rocklahoma is cursed.
And
oh yeah, it's always been.
This one isn't really necessarily related to crazy Oklahoma weather, but most of y'all know I'm a dumbass and I have a Mini Cooper. The winter of 2018, I believe, I was getting up to go to work here, and it had snowed and frozen. If anybody knows anything about Mini Coopers, the driver door, the window has to roll down about an inch for it to open.
Oh no.
My window was frozen shut, so I couldn't open that door. I had to crawl through my driver or my passenger side door to get into my seat.
Oh.
And I'm wearing 3 coats, 2 pairs of pants, and my Ugg boots. So I'm big and clumsy trying to crawl into a clown car.
I'm wearing 2 pairs of pants.
because
I'm
I worked
sorry.
at the car wash and it didn't have access to a heat source, and yet I was still expected to work in weather that's 0 to -6 degrees.
All right.
Car wash.
Ugh.
Sorry.
Yeah, that was not fun.
Let's see. Anybody else? Ma'am?
Bless
All right, having a fit. Now, wait, what was the topic? Crazy things that have happened to you in Oklahoma?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't have any.
Yeah, I moved here. That's the weirdest thing.
See, I've spent half my life in Oklahoma and half my life various other places. So
You
Take
met
a
your
drink.
hubby in Oklahoma.
You did meet me here in Oklahoma.
Yeah, that is
that's
weird,
pretty
isn't it?
crazy.
Oh, you have no idea.
That
You
look.
poor woman.
I'm scared, guys.
Take a drink.
Blink twice if you need help.
I'm frantically blinking, Dom.
No,
I
no,
look
no,
like I
no.
got a tick.
Here's what's weird about this. So, she and I met 2 years prior to us actually like full on meeting like we have now, and I didn't even know it. And I was in this band before as the drummer, and she had and was Numbnuts with you at the time
Yeah.
when you came over there. So the bass player brought her and someone with him, and I guess we had met then, and I was
Yeah.
with yeah. Anyways, so we apparently had met then. I mean, 2 years passed, didn't even know it, and we met again online, and as she pops off, we've met before. That threw up a red flag for me. Dom, you're probably the only person in this group that actually knows my history and why that would throw up a red flag for me.
Oh yeah.
So she's like, we've met before. And I'm like, wait a second, hold on. How do you know me? And so she's like, well, you used to play in this band, right? Yeah. Well, I met you at this house when you guys were practicing. I'm like, oh, okay, good. I was like, please don't tell me you know me from some other
So
experience that I don't want to talk about.
out of the two of you, which one of you have known AJ longer?
Me.
Okay. How'd you meet him?
I met AJ when I was living with my dad out in Frederick. I was still in high school. I was
Okay.
a senior.
Makes
And
sense.
he was dating that one crazy bitch that lived out in Frederick.
Yeah.
So that's how me and him met. And then we met, or
I met him.
well, what had happened was we went to Ed's Hurricane one night, and I guess one of the guys that AJ was living with at the time, it was his birthday. So I was like, I'm feeling generous. I'll buy this guy a birthday shot. And I seen AJ there, and I couldn't pinpoint it in my head because it had been some years since I'd seen him.
Yeah.
And uh, came across on my Facebook page, and I added him, and we started talking. I was like, dude, holy shit, I haven't seen you in like 2 or 3 years. And then had him try out for Caleb's band, and they were in a band for about a year or so.
2 years almost.
Nice.
Yep. So let's see.
And then they realized he had whiskey dick.
Hey, listen, we don't
Couldn't
talk
hang out with
about
the
that.
cool kids.
We don't talk about that. Anyways, anybody else got anything weird?
Oh, he could hang out.
If you want it weird, I
Yes.
mean, let's see here. Babe, you weren't there for that one, were you? There was the time we were hanging out at Vapor USA, right? This is back when Vapor USA still had tables. If you started going there anytime when that happened.
Nope.
Or if I'm just the OG that's left.
OG.
So
I
Vapor
don't ever
USA
remember tables.
used to have couches, used to have tables, all that good shit.
Yeah, I've
This
been
was
in there a few
long
times when
before
they
I
had
was
that.
there.
Used to have a coffee machine that actually worked.
Yeah.
And so me and two other dudes were hanging out in the store, and then there's the guy that was, helping customers and shit like that. And this couple walks in, The
Oh,
boyfriend
yeah.
the boyfriend immediately goes over to start talking about mods and shit. And the girl comes over and sits with us, and we're like, oh, talking to her and shit like that. And then the topic of piercings comes up, and she goes, "Yeah, I've got nipple piercings." And we were just like, "Oh, that's cool." Yeah, and then it turned into, "You want to see them?" And we were like, "What?" And she just
Yes.
fucking raised her shirt with her boyfriend in the store, like less than 10 feet away, to show us her nipple piercings. And then I'm just like, she does it, and I'm just like, are your nipples tattooed as well? And she had fucking heart tattoos over her areola.
That's amazing.
It was amazing.
Yeah, I
That
remember
sounds
hearing
so
about that.
painful, though.
I remember hearing about that because I showed up not a minute after they left.
Damn.
And I was like, I missed out on seeing the titty.
That actually
Damn.
reminds me of a funny story of what happened at a show at Badass Renee's.
Oh, my fucking cow udder lady.
Okay, so
Oh,
you guys
I'm
know
so pissed.
I've played a lot of shows, and as a musician, you always have to deal with those fans who are like, "Oh my god, I love you guys," stuff like that. And of course, you always have the occasional, "Oh, look at my tits," kind of situation.
Groupies.
Pretty
Ugh.
much. Unfortunately, I've had a few run-ins with those. But anyways,
Not with me.
no. So playing this show,
Make my presence known, motherfuckers.
and midway through the show, we had these couple of chicks up at the front. One of them was one of the people that was up at the front was a well-known music fan of Tulsa, Jules. Jules, if you see this, we love you. You're awesome.
Oh yeah, I've seen her tits before.
Everybody's seen her tits because she's an amazing fan and always shows her tits to every show.
I'm disappointed I have not seen them.
Well, if she shows up to the show on Saturday, if you're there, you'll probably see him. Anyways, so a couple of these girls are sitting there, and one of them spouts off, "Is a drummer single?" And I'm not kidding when I say this. Everyone in the bar, the bartenders, the fans, my band, all
Me.
in unison, including Steph, "No, he's married."
And she looked dead ass at me, and I flaunted my fucking ring on my finger. I was like, not today, bitch.
Yep, it was hilarious. And then I guess sometime later on in the set, she flashed everyone. Well, when I was a drummer, I don't actually look at the crowd. I tend not to. I tend to look to my left or to my right, but I never look at the crowd. So everybody's like, "Yeah, she flashed her tits," and I'm like, "I didn't see it."
Unfortunately, I seen them, and I kid you not, fucking cow udders.
Ew, never mind. I'm glad I haven't seen them.
No, not Jules. Different
She-
person.
She had them baloney nipples.
Dude, no.
Pepperoni.
Baloney nipples are hotter than this bitch's nipples, okay? They were fucking gross. They look like they had dragged on the carpet and everything.
Oh god.
Ooh, she had them carpet burn nipples.
God.
Looks like she would trip over her damn nipples. They were so
I mean, I got one more
Do
weird
your
thing that
titties
happened
hang
to
low? Do
y'all.
they wobble to and fro?
Yes, they fucking did.
What do you got, Kat?
Y'all met my dumbass.
What?
One more weird thing that's happened to you guys since you've been in Oklahoma. You met me.
How's that?
I wouldn't
weird?
say that's weird.
I mean, the pool experience with Steph should tell you.
that
Now,
was
that's
that
gonna be a
was
weird
just funny
situation,
as hell.
but
that wasn't weird. That was just funnier than shit.
let me think here. What's a weird thing that's happened?
There's a difference between being weird and being a naturally funny person.
I'm not a naturally funny person. I'm just a dumbass.
Oh, you funny.
Fuck. Sorry, I keep having to step away.
Fuck.
Dom,
What?
if it happens again, we're gonna have to talk.
Kicking you.
We're gonna have to break your toes,
I'm gonna have you send me a picture of your big toe.
Ugh.
and then
So-
we're gonna break it.
Yes,
I
Colby.
kind of have a weird
right, I'm back.
/ gross video or like story.
Dom, I
don't
want a
trust
picture of your
videos.
big toe right now.
It's more of a story, technically.
Sure.
As long as we don't have to see a video.
Well, the news did cover it.
Joe Exotic?
No.
Was this gonna be
You
some
talking about
Florida
what
man
happened
type
in the
shit?
Oaks Village?
No, not that one.
Oh, okay.
What?
I'm talking about the people at my last job. They used to come, and they would always be in this disgusting, almost broke down looking car with trash all in the back seats and 6
Trash.
animals living in it.
Trash.
And you can tell they've never cleaned it out.
Ew.
Not even for the animal stuff.
Gee.
Yummy.
I think I remember that.
And every time they would come, they would
Ew.
have like $50, and they would just buy as many sandwiches as they could for some reason. Like those don't stay good longer than like a
A
day.
day.
Maybe they're giving them to the animals.
Those animals look starved. But the news really covered it, and I think they got arrested.
I think I remember hearing about that.
Was it?
They would always leave trash and like bottles with like pee in it all over the roads.
Ew.
Yeah, that
Gross.
was weird.
Yummy.
Wait, which Twin Oaks story are you talking about, babe?
One where the police car burned down?
What?
Oh, I
Shit.
thought you were talking about where they found the skeletons under that trailer.
What?
They were fake.
Yeah, those were fake. Those turned
Aw.
out to be fake.
Those were Halloween decorations.
They were just really good Halloween decorations.
You know. You know.
That one kind.
They were Halloween decorations that somebody had gathered in 1950. May
But,
have been from an unreliable source, but Halloween decorations nonetheless.
But yeah, but the police car thing, I'm a little fuzzy on the details. It happened closer to you though.
I don't remember.
Yeah, you do. So something happened where there was 2 guys that ended up robbing a bunch of stores like in the general area, like in our county.
Mm-hmm.
And the sheriff and then state police and everybody was looking for them and they couldn't find them. But they found their car.
Dun,
So
dun,
in the
dun.
middle of I think a state trooper had followed the car,
Yeah.
and they had just robbed a store, and he didn't know it because he was sitting down the road. He was waiting for the car to pull back out. He didn't even think about pulling into the parking lot so they wouldn't steal anything. And he was just parked there, and they robbed another store, and they hopped in their car and took off. And he caught him. He seen him speeding, so he was gonna pull him over for speeding. He didn't even know they had stolen something, so he pulled him over. And they like hid it somehow.
You
But he
quit it?
seen something in the car, and he was just asked if he could search the car, and they refused. And they kind of like, in his report he said they kind of got jittery, so he really wanted to see in the car,
Yeah.
and they just took off.
What the fuck?
So he hopped in his car and chased them all over the backcountry, right? And then they finally got down this road. It was in the Oaks Village. And well, in the Oaks Village is what it was called. Think of like a cul-de-sac.
Oh,
Yeah.
is this when the meth house blew up?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was right up the road from my house.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah, she lived in the Oaks Village. It was pretty much a cul-de-sac, a one-way. Once you get to the end, you have to turn around and come back. And they didn't know that because they weren't from the area.
Oh.
And one of them ran into their meth house, and one of them ran into another house and grabbed a hostage.
Oh, what the hell?
Yeah.
Damn.
And
This was literally 2 houses away from me.
yeah, and then I think all the grass out there was like really tall. Like no one ever cut their grass, and it was the middle of summer, so all the grass was completely dead. And you gotta think these cop cars sit pretty low, and you're out in the middle of the countryside.
They get
your
hot.
lawn is not level. There's holes all over the place. So he pulls in and he stops and he jumps out of his car without turning it off.
What?
and the car catches the grass on fire underneath it.
Oh no.
Those
Yeah.
engines run real hot.
Yep.
Real hot.
And so his car was burning down, and he didn't even know it because he was trying to save this hostage.
That's messed up.
And literally, I'm pretty sure and something about like some more cops showed up and went and tried to get the guy the guy that ran into the meth lab that was like way up the road, and then something happened and it blew up.
Shit.
Both the cops were okay, and they did shoot the guy that was like in the meth lab that initially caused the explosion. They did shoot him.
In the knee.
I don't know. No, it was never confirmed if he was killed or if he just got like shot in the leg or something.
So,
Needle
when
and
I
thread.
tell you, when this thing exploded so fucking loud, it rattled my whole house.
Exploded.
Yeah.
Grab a can of
Like-
explode.
Like it was a out in this little tiny town where nothing ever happens, and everybody just owns cows and some horses and grows some crops. Like there's nothing else. Like, and all of a sudden, kaboom, and a cop car's on fire. So
Big
you can
ol'
assume
boom.
they seen a cop car on fire, and then they heard an explosion, and then all the neighbors were like, "What the f*** is going on?"
Dude, it sounds
Somebody
like
filming a movie?
sounds like a good ass episode of the Dukes of Hazzard.
Them old Duke boys at it again.
I don't think the Dukes of Hazzard ever had meth houses. I'm trying to remember an episode here.
Bad shit.
Tyler, I guess you could say it's methed up.
You're fired. You don't.
Kick
You-
him.
you're-
Nobody left. Kick
I
him.
almost choked on my Pepsi.
Yeah, man. So we had a cop car burn down, meth lab exploded, a guy gets shot.
Exploded.
I ever tell you guys about the time we accidentally set a cat on fire?
What?
Hold the fuck on.
Okay, hold on. Let me
Dude.
explain.
You're about to get shut down by PETA.
Dude, yeah.
It was- okay, now hold on, hold
I
on.
know for a fact you don't like
Hold on.
cats.
Dude,
So,
no,
like,
keep
hold
talking.
on.
Keep talking, because if Carol Baskin shows up my door, I'm gonna whack
Oh,
that
she's
bitch.
on Dancing with the Stars now.
Don't.
Okay,
No, I
anyways,
don't even wanna
anyways,
talk about
so
it.
it wasn't intentional. Before anybody freaks out, before anybody calls PETA. No, this was not intentional, I promise you. So you guys remember back in, what was it, 2000... Oh, when we had that huge ice storm, like the worst blizzard.
2011.
2011.
Was it 2011?
Nope.
Yes, it most definitely was.
No.
No, before
No,
that.
it
It was
wasn't.
2006. No,
It was
2007.
2006. I wasn't
It
here
was
for the ice
2006,
storm.
2007.
Okay, so this is when everything was shut down for like a week minimum, right? So we lived on the farm, and the farm was it sat on like 20 acres of land. And we had this old deep freeze, and we had cats at the time and dogs. Well, we had to keep all the animals inside, but the problem was is that we were out of power. We weren't expected to have power for at least a good week. So my brother, his friends, and myself, we were all kind of hanging out together. We had lanterns throughout the house and lighters to help walk through, because out there, when the light goes out, it is dark. I'm
Yeah.
talking dark. So,
We're talking like that uneven darkness.
right.
I was gonna say something, but I can't.
No,
it's too soon.
anyways.
It's too soon.
I'm kind of curious, but I'm not going to let you do that because I don't know what it is, and I'm scared to ask. Anyways. So, we're walking through the house, and one of the guys had a lighter, and they got a little too close to the cat. Now, the cat was sitting on the deep freeze, which we had laying on the side. This is how it was. It was one of those lay-down deep freezes. It was in the middle of the kitchen, and so we're walking by, and they accidentally caught the cat. Well, at first, we didn't notice, and the cat was literally just sitting there. It didn't even notice. We look over, and from the base of its tail up a little bit was on fire. Like, not like, oh my god, it's a smoldering flame. No, it was just a little fire. So immediately put it out. The cat kind of looks at us like, what are you doing? And then, yes, AJ, advanced darkness.
SpongeBob.
Anyways, so the cat didn't even notice. Like, we were not intentionally trying to hurt the cat or anything. It just casually happened on accident. We're like, oh my god, the cat's on fire. Put it out. And it was like not even like 2 inches long of a fire. That's how small it was. So we weren't actually trying to hurt the cat or anything. It just happened. We put it out, and the cat just looked at us like, what are you doing? Why are you touching me? Leave me alone. We're like, okay. Needless to say, the kitchen smelled like burnt cat hair, and the cat was fine. I mean, it... after
Just
that
missing
happened-
some fur.
No, it wasn't even missing that much fur. It was just, literally, it wasn't even enough to cause missing fur. It just was just like the exterior fur.
No pussy was harmed in the making of this story.
No. The cat was
Well,
fine.
You
The
know,
cat was fine.
our apartment has this little fireplace, and I'm almost afraid to use it this winter because our cat has this weird fascination with the fireplace.
AJ, that's just
His
me. Don't
cats are
call
from
PETA
hell.
on me, okay? As I stated in the story, it was an accident. Jerk. We get a knock at our door. Yeah, is there's somebody in here who likes to set cats on fire? No one here.
Yeah, that'll work. Just tell him no one's here.
no,
They'll
you're
just go
gonna
away.
yell at me.
Yeah, no, you're gonna yell at me.
Thank you, cat. Thank you, babe. Both of you. But yeah, that's the story of us accidentally setting a cat on fire. There's also a weird thing that's happened was in winter when I was a kid at the farm when the house was surrounded by coyotes.
Ugh.
And you could tell who was the leader of the pack because he had the biggest tail. Oh, it was scary.
Is that what we're calling them nowadays?
No, it's you can legitimately tell the leader of a pack of coyotes by
Man, it's
which one has the bigger.
dragon.
He's got
He's
that
got a
monster
fifth
dong.
track.
Look at the dong on that coyote.
He's got a monster dong. No, with wolves and coyotes, you can always tell who's the pack leader by the actual size of their actual tail. Typically, the leader's gonna have the biggest one.
The leader in a wolf pack also travels at the very back of the pack.
Hashtag one man wolf pack.
Hashtag upper decker.
Forgot about that.
Oh yeah, if you
I
guys
forgot
share,
about Upper Decker.
and I forgot to do it myself, but if you guys feel free, any of you live viewers, please share the video, but make sure to put hashtag upper decker.
Wait, did you just say you don't know what an upper decker is?
Who said they don't know what an upper decker is?
Uh-oh. You just called upon the Upper Decker demon.
Who said it?
Dylan, I think it was Silver. I think you need to
Silver,
Edge
you
him,
inform
motivate
him.
him.
Do you
Just click
need
buttons.
to be educated on what an upper decker is?
I think he does.
All right, here's an upper decker 101.
Oh
You go to a party. And the host fucking sucks. Kicks their cat and shit. Tells you not to fucking drink on the couch. That type of shit. Just an all-around terrible host.
That
Ruining the
some
party.
bitch.
So what you do is you
Carol
go into
Baskin.
their bathroom. You go into their bathroom and you go ahead and you take yourself a night. It's shit.
Yeah.
Real stomach grabber of a shit.
Oh yeah.
And you don't take it in the bowl.
Nope.
You lift the lid off the tank of that goddamn bitch Carol Baskin's fucking tank, and you put it there. And then you put the lid to the tank back, and you walk away.
Oh yeah.
Can we just
Now
literally?
that's an upper decker.
I swear to God, after our Christmas party this year, I'm gonna have to check both our toilets because of you. You're doing peak
I'm gonna
like
leave you a
you.
nice Upper Decker.
I'll upper decker our own house. No
That's
reason
right.
You want.
I am not cleaning that up.
I just want to have one podcast session where we name off a bunch of shit and we send it to Dylan, and Dylan has to read everything off Urban Dictionary in that voice.
No.
What do you mean? We can do that right now.
No.
Challenge accepted. Oklahoma handlebar, go.
I don't know.
Urban Dictionary.
Y'all are about to
I'm gonna read some
traumatize
messed
me.
up stuff.
Oklahoma what? Oklahoma handle?
Oklahoma
Handlebar.
handlebar.
This shout out to AJ right here
Yup.
because he's the one that made it.
Is it on Urban Dictionary?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I'm
I
about
got
to
a
be
Oklahoma
traumatized.
car wash.
Hold on, I'll find it for you. I'll send you the link.
I can't hear you right now because the Viking horns are so loud in my video game. Hold on a second. we gotta turn that master volume down to 0. Well, let's put it
Turned down
on
for
now.
what?
All right, there we go.
You gotta
Okay.
have some kind of music so it can warn you of trouble nearby.
Somebody's
hold
got to
on.
tell me. I can't find it on Urban
I
Dictionary. So
got you.
somebody
Hang
send
on,
me a
I'm
link.
I'm sending the link right now. This is happening.
I'm
Okay.
gonna have nightmares because of you guys.
You have no idea. There you go. Sent you the link in Discord.
Okay. Can I kill this dude really quick?
Yeah,
He
do
sucks.
it. Do it. Do it.
He fucking quit. All right, let me get somewhere where I'm not being fucking hit with a sword.
I got another
Alright.
one for you too.
Okay. Oklahoma handlebar. Here we go. So, do y'all want me to tell you about the Oklahoma handlebar? Is that?
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
So the fuck is this? The act of stretching your half-erect penis as a handlebar mustache on someone, i.e. your lover or friend, over their upper lip and taking a picture with your phone, then sending it to said person.
Wait, what? You say you're putting your dick across someone else's upper lip?
A half-erect penis, to be exact, and then you have to take a photo of it and send it to the person. It's very important, though, that you don't forget the butter.
Babe, if you ever do that to me, you will end up with a vagina.
Whoa.
Hello, live viewer. Welcome to the podcast. If you haven't figured out, everything we do is 18 and up.
Get out while you still can.
No,
Oh,
stay.
don't say those words.
No, don't leave. Message.
I
Comment.
want to be your friend.
Oh, they already left.
Oh.
But we
Way to
want to
go,
be a
Kat.
friend. Why you...
I want somebody to help drink the ketchup with me.
With
I
a
want
little-
you. Hey, Mr. Shorty R77 there.
Yeah, what's up?
You still on good old Urban Dictionary?
Oh God.
I want you to look up Urban Dictionary's term for government and
Government?
read it.
It's
Yep.
bad.
Hello, live viewer. Please feel free to comment and let us know who's watching so we can say hello to you.
Government.
Oh no.
A group of people that consciously,
Hold on.
continuously. Fucking, they threw a capital letter on there and it threw me off. A group of people that continuously make some of the most stupid ass laws in the United States. A bunch of mentally handicapped people that are paid way too much. Refers to the handicap in the administrative bureaucracy who control a state at a given time.
What?
Alabama government laws. It is illegal for a driver to be blindfolded while operating a vehicle. It is illegal to wear a fake mustache that causes laughter in church.
What?
I kind of want to test that theory.
Kind of want to go break some laws.
Let's go
Let's
to
do it.
Alabama.
Hell
And
yeah,
honestly-
brother.
Boogers may
Urban
not be flicked into the wind.
Honestly, Urban Dictionary was pretty accurate on that one.
You are not allowed to chain your alligator to a fire hydrant.
Aw. Where
Now,
else?
who done came up with a stupid ass law such as that? If I'm walking around with my gator, it will not be chained anywhere because that is animal cruelty.
Hell yeah, brother. Preach it.
Y'all are gonna make him lose his voice.
The bad problem is about all this is with all the stupid laws, someone's been arrested to make that law.
Oh,
Just like you
100%.
can't go whaling in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
It's illegal to harpoon a whale in the state of Oklahoma.
Well, shit,
Like-
there goes my weekend plans.
Whale shit.
I'm waiting for somebody to jump in the Discord chat and see what I just sent.
What? What is that?
I
I'm
can see it. I seen it.
Oh my god.
I swear to God.
Oh my god. I'm not showing that. I'm
You
not.
got anything else?
Oh, so who
somebody
left?
What
wants
the
me.
freak, Steph?
Yep, I'm
Somebody
done.
wants me to do the Alaskan pipeline.
Oh yeah, brother.
This is just unfortunate. So you want to know about the Alaskan pipeline, is it?
Before you
Now,
go any further, who knows what it is?
nobody.
I have no idea, and I'm not sure I want to.
Well,
Oh,
the
you will.
The Alaskan pipeline. Here, can I change voices now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Do I need to? Do I need? I mean, if I have to keep doing it, I'll keep doing it. But I mean, I could talk like this and tell you about the Alaskan pipeline now.
I'm okay with that.
Now, the Alaskan pipeline is the act of pooping into a condom, freezing the rubber overnight, and then inserting it into one's anus. Now,
I do remember that one. You told me about that.
Yep.
now, does somebody want to tell me right now why they'd put it in the rubber instead of just making themselves a chocolate popsicle and doing it themselves?
I don't. Easier?
Tell you what. How about? Oh yeah, I got a good one. Hey, babe, you remember the Metal Dan?
By that response, I'm curious.
Why don't you look up what a Metal Dan is and read it off for us, there, brother? You got this one, brother.
Wait, do you guys know what a dirty Dan is?
Yes.
You know what a Dirty Dan is? You remember the Dirty Dan? All right, they made it worse. Here's the Metal Dan.
No
I
way.
feel like he needs to read off the dirty Dan before he reads off the middle Dan. That way everybody knows.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh
Yeah, 'cause you say
no.
Dirty Dan and I think SpongeBob.
There's a reason. Yeah, that's bad.
Okay, so
This is not family friendly. Okay. So.
You know it's bad
oh
when
no,
don't
I don't
say.
know if I can.
prepared to read.
I don't know if I can say this out loud.
Bro,
I'll
will.
read it.
Hold on.
Everybody take a gander.
I-
Everybody open up their Urban Dictionary and pull
I'm
up the
sending
Dirty
it to the
Dan or the
Discord.
Metal Dan.
There's also a dirty Sanchez.
Well,
Well,
that's Dirty Sanchez ain't. Oh, cool. You pooped on my upper lip. Ooh. Hit him with a Stephen Cleaver, you know.
Dirty Dan is the little bitch who keeps calling you Pinhead, even when you specified
No,
that
that's
you were the
SpongeBob.
real Dirty Dan. Oh,
That's
that's what it
SpongeBob.
says on Urban Dictionary.
No, that's
There's
not the right
another
one. Keep
There's
scrolling
another
down. Okay, it's number 4.
Number 4.
Yeah, number 4
Just scroll
on
down.
the list.
After ejaculating?
Yep.
Oh, God.
Keep reading. Keep reading.
After ejaculating inside a woman's vagina during sexual intercourse, you then leave the penis inside, urinating in the vagina.
Yep.
Oh, they used it in a sentence. She was mad that I gave her a dirty Dan, but I had to go real bad.
Why don't you look up the Metal Dan? It's worse.
We can't say this
Yeah.
one. We cannot say this one out. No. No, like legitimately, this is no.
That will get us.
We're
banned.
gonna get banned on Facebook, and it's gonna be hilarious.
That's not hilarious to me because they have my specific information.
All right, fine. Don't read it out loud, but everybody better take a moment of silence and read it.
Yeah, no.
Link the other one.
We cannot say this one out loud. It's not okay. Viewers, if you are watching this, you are more than welcome to look it up yourself. But for legal reasons, we cannot specify the metal.
Now,
band.
what's extra hilarious was it was a fucking 14-year-old girl that told it to me.
Oh, that's messed up.
I feel like I need
Okay,
to
Tyler.
look this one up.
Yeah, I just like the sentence they put it in. I got metal danned by the priest down the street.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Oh, and the gift they used.
I'm going to go ahead and put a disclaimer as well for the Metal Dan that it may or may not be triggering for people who have experienced sexual assault.
Yeah, that's part of why I can't say that out loud is because it is pretty messed up.
So go ahead and put that out there. If you have been sexually assaulted in the past and you still have triggers for it, don't look that up.
And always remember, a little tidbit here. that if you ever feel unsafe, make sure to call your local authorities if you have certain things that you need handled that you don't want to talk about.
Hey, if you're going to talk, can you talk in your mic?
I'm sorry about that. If you're ever having problems that that you don't feel comfortable talking about because of certain I don't know people around you or anything. If you feel unsafe, there are people out there to help you. Your local authorities are there for you, although a lot of people tend to disagree. Silver just left. Okay.
Bye, Silver.
Swear to God, if his computer died again.
Hi ho, Silver, away!
Well, this is what happens when you run a system that we've told you dozens of times you need to fix, and he knows this. He still chooses not to.
Ho.
Sorry. I had to burp. All right. Well, that takes care of that little tidbit of the podcast. Let's see.
Did we have any more topics to talk about?
I'm looking.
I don't remember.
So, Colby put in what's something you did as a child or a teenager that you did but your parents never found out about. Colby, you're really playing the goose game? And you're not even going to talk?
It
Rude.
says right there in the chat, we will be right back.
I guess the game's more important. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Games are very important.
They are. I mean, it's part of our content is gaming. Let's see.
I don't really have anything.
Let me see something here.
Babe,
What?
do you have any stories?
I have a thought or something we can, think about. So, let's say, what is your... Let me think the proper way to word this. I guess just go out and say it. Do you believe in ghosts? The supernatural spirits?
I mean, of course.
Obviously with you, yes. And everybody knows with me and Steph, both, we do. But Tyler, Colby, whenever you decide to join us back, and Dylan, what are your thoughts on the paranormal?
I mean, sure. I imagine there's something else out there aside from us.
Okay. I was hoping to go a little more in depth with that, but I guess not. Alrighty then.
Got any spooky ghost stories?
Ooh. Spooky ghost stories. Let me think for a second here. Let me think about that for a second. Viewer, if you're watching, do you have any good ghost stories that you'd like to talk about? Please feel free to comment. Let us know. Babe, you got any good ghost stories?
I ain't got no ghost stories.
Caleb's uncle that passed away got me one night.
Ooh, I'm gonna let you discuss that real quick. I'm gonna go use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
So Caleb's uncle Paul did not, for some reason, like redheads.
He never has.
Well, shit.
So I was dyeing my hair one night, and I had just gone to Sally's, picked up a bottle of Manic Panic, and it was red. And I had set it on the dresser, and I was changing my shirt so I could dye my hair and all that shit. And I had set the bottle of Manic Panic, pretty far from the edge. And this is why I think it was Caleb's uncle, because this bottle of Manic Panic just flew right off the dresser. it yeeted itself.
He said, "Bitch, you thought."
Yeah, that's it. That's all I got. The end.
Caleb needs to pee faster.
I mean,
Okay,
if we want to
so
talk, I mean, we can talk about unreasonable childhood fears. Like, for some reason, there was a house that I lived in, and for some reason, every time I would walk downstairs for, a midnight snack, I thought there was a lion in in my backyard.
Wait, what?
dude, I
He's-
got something
He's
like
talking
that.
about unreasonable childhood fears.
Oh.
Yeah, I was laying in bed one night, and this is before we even moved down to Oklahoma, and it was just me and my parents. Like, my sister wasn't born yet. My mom hadn't got custody of my brother again. And I woke up to get a drink of water, and when I went back to bed, I swear to God, I do not think that I imagined this, but there was a fucking frog in my bed. And I screamed, and my dad woke up, came running in the bedroom. He's like, "What's wrong?" It's like, "There's a frog in the bed." And he turned the lights on, and it was my blanket.
I mean, you want to talk about unreasonable childhood fears. Um, so as a small child, I had a nightmare about, uh, those giant backhoes that they use for construction work
Yeah.
with the big bucket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a dream that my mom was driving me and my brother to school, and she pulled over at a construction site and was basically going to sacrifice me to the giant backhoe demon.
Oh,
And it
hell.
reached its backhoe into the minivan to eat me.
Dirty hoe.
And this ended up being a fairly reoccurring nightmare up until good amount of high school. So for the longest time, I was terrified of them.
Oh my God, she was sacrificing cat to cat.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm talking, I was probably about 17, 18 by the time before I got over this fear.
I'm
We're
sorry.
back.
I'm still laughing at my own joke.
I just thought of something that happened to me when I was younger that to this day I still I guess you could say I'm baffled by. And just hear me out when I talk about this, and it touches pretty close to home. And it kind of pertains to the whole deja vu thing we were talking about earlier, kind of. Oh God. Okay, so as a kid, you imagine a lot of things, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Have you ever had something that you imagined that was just too real to be imagination?
Yep.
Yep.
And have you
Plenty of
ever had
times.
that thing you imagined ever come to life? Like a situation that occurred in your imagination that
Yes.
Yeah.
years
All
later
the
Deja vu.
occurred?
fucking time.
Yep.
Manifested it into reality.
Some would
All
say
the
that's
fucking time.
some would say it's almost like a vision, right?
Yeah, you could see it as one. Yeah.
As a kid, I had that happen to me about my mom,
Oh no.
and it was about her dying. And at the time, when I was a kid, it scared the hell out of me because my mom was my world. I was a kid. It's mom. Nothing can happen to mom. And it's just the way it happened in my mind. Then, it was so real. And the weirdest part is that what happened in that vision, if you will, happened in real life. And it just talking about weird things that have happened. That's just one thing that just popped in my head, and I was like, I never thought about it, but now I did. It's weird.
That took a depressing turn.
But I mean, we're
Yeah,
talking about like.
We took a full 90 left.
But let's get back into our topic of like paranormal. So that's kind of where I was going with
I was
that.
about to say, what did we miss?
So
Yeah, we're
paranormal
talking about
stuff.
Spooky ghost stories.
Paranormal stuff. Something that happened to me when I was still a kid. My aunt Susie. So babe, the Mexicans' house, where we're talking about the Mexicans who bought Susie's property, demolished the house and everything.
Sure.
Okay, at the farm.
Yeah.
So if you went down the road, you had Abel's house, you had Don's house, and then on the right side, you had the whole property that the Mexicans bought, right?
Yeah.
Okay, they didn't used to own that. Susie and Johnny nested. Susie was like an aunt to me. I would go down there and hang out with her a lot. She taught me rollerblading and everything.
Talk in your mic.
She taught me how to rollerblade and everything. So they used to have this old like stone house. I'm talking, it was like really old and it just needed to be tore down. It had a freaking wasp or bee's nest in the chimney, so they had to actually like board it up and keep anything from coming in or out. So one night I stayed the night there, and because of the wasp nest and everything that was going on, we had to sleep on an air mattress in the living room. No big deal, you're a kid. Hey, it's like camping. Woo! So we're sleeping in the middle of the night, and like 2-3 a.m. I wake up. Now I have sleep insomnia partially at this time. It wasn't a big thing for me, so I just wake up, kind of look around, I go back to sleep. Well, I wake up, and there's someone standing right there, like right next to where I'm sleeping. I kind of glimpse, and I make it to where I'm not noticeably seen, because I felt something weird, and I just kind of peeked open my eyes and saw someone standing there in a pair of jeans, and I didn't look up because I didn't want to see. It's weird. So I got up the next morning.
Hey,
and
you're a kid.
Yeah. So I got up the next morning and I looked at my Aunt Susie. I said, because I knew, her sons occasionally would come home. And I didn't know if maybe one of them came home in the middle of the night or if Susie had gotten out of bed. But I could feel her in the bed next to me when I was asleep. Or when I woke up. Like, no big deal. Okay, she's right there. Who the hell is standing right next to me? So I looked at her and said, did Corey or I can't even remember what the other son's name was. Did either of them come over last night? No. Who was standing over me in the middle of the night? And she just froze and looked at me like, what did you just say? Turns out the house used to belong to a family that had been killed there.
Oof.
Yeah. And
Nah, fuck that.
so the thing is that the person that was standing over
Burn
me,
the whole house down.
well, the person that was standing over me was the dad, because the dad would always every night go into the bedroom where the child was sleeping and stand there to make sure that the child was safe, make sure they were breathing, make sure everything was okay. So
good ghost.
Good ghost, but it was like,
We're talking Casper.
like what the fuck, one of those kind of scenarios. Like, what?
No, at that point, it's time to fucking move. All right, Susie, see you later. Going back home. Bye.
Well, Susie actually did move out. She moved over by the traffic circle here in Tulsa, and the house ended up actually getting torn down, and now it's. Did they build? I don't even think they built. No, they built like a garage type thing there, because the original garage was converted into an actual house, and then they built barns and everything and cleaned up the property. But yeah, that was one of the weirdest paranormal things to ever happen to me, was waking up and someone is standing there.
So, I got something like that, but it's not paranormal.
I got something I guess there's a little paranormal now that I think about it.
I've got something like that. That's paranormal.
Okay, let's start with Steph.
I might.
Okay. Y'all are going to think I'm retarded. I mean, I know y'all already
Too
do.
late.
I was gonna say too late.
So, one of my friends, she was turning 18, and she was having a big old birthday party, all this. So I went over there, and we had a sleepover. Yeah, and yeah, we watched Magic Mike for the first time. Good night, great.
Hell
Alright.
yeah, brother.
Yeah, it was really weird when you're sitting next to a Pentecostal, and we're making her watch it. It was hilarious. Anyway, go to bed. I take one of the couches and, you know, go to sleep. Everything's fine. Wake up the next morning, and I just happened to like open my eyes, and I guess I had like 180'd on the couch, and I was on the other end. But I wake up, and I'm like dead ass hardcore being stared at by a deer head that's hanging up on the wall. Bro, waking up and that's the first thing you see, you're like, where the fuck am I? Am I outside? Like, what the hell is going on? But I smelled bacon, so I knew it was breakfast time.
Hello, Bambi. How are ye?
So I got a good one that's similar to that.
Okay. I think
I don't think I'm in line though.
you are in
Wait your
line.
turn.
Who was first?
Cat?
I want to say
Tyler?
Cat was.
Cat.
Cat? Cat?
Okay,
I think it was
so
Cat, then Tyler.
Meow?
I think it was
so
me.
going
Yeah.
off of
Creepy demon standing above you.
yeah,
We're
going
good.
off
Okay.
of that. So I know Caleb and Steph and Dylan know about this, but everyone that's been close in my life, I've had dreams of them dying before they actually die.
Oh, have you
Or
had a
they're-
dream
Oh,
about
yeah.
me
no,
dying?
no.
Dang.
Damn.
Oh.
Sorry
Dang.
to disappoint.
I need to make sure to keep you
Or
a contact on Facebook.
having dreams of people having near death experiences. Like, I dreamt about my mom's car accident before it happened. But when I was like probably 6 years old, my grandfather on my dad's side died, and I dreamt about it. And 3 days after he died, which I was not close with my grandfather, like, I don't really have any memories of him. I don't really remember what he looked like. But I woke up in the middle of the night and there was his face.
Hmm.
3 days after he died.
Damn.
That freaked me the fuck out.
Imagine.
Because I'm like 6 years old. All I know is that my grandfather died, and at that time, I didn't really have a huge understanding of the concept of death.
Right.
I
Dang,
just
yeah,
knew I just knew my dad was sad, and that grandpa wasn't going to be visiting us anymore.
Damn.
And there's his face.
That messes with you, I can tell you that.
Oh yeah. So mine's not near that freaky, at least I don't think.
No, you know what yours is?
Garbage. Yeah, it really is. But
Sorry.
I could hear Colby giggling.
Shut up.
when I was like, let's see, I don't even remember how old I was. It was such a long time ago. But my grandpa passed away in his sleep. He was old man. He was great. He was awesome. I loved him. I got away with so much junk because of him. But anyway, after he passed away, I had a small like stereo system in my room. Had like 4 speakers on it, right? Like I was set up. And no matter what I did, and every time, so I listened to music all the time on that thing as a kid growing up. I even had my Xbox plugged into it. Like that was what I did.
You know.
And no matter what I did for about a week, no matter what I did, I could not get any stations. And this is like I got it hooked up to a nice big antenna. I can get every radio station. Usually. But for a solid week, every single station was just static.
Huh.
And every once in a while, a few words would come over the static. And then that was it. No matter what channel I switched to. So I started putting the words together. Because I was bored, I had nothing else to do.
Yeah.
And the words I got out of it were, love you.
Oh, damn.
And I was like, wait. Hold on. So it had me a little messed up for a little while because I'm a kid, right? Like that's how come 90% of the time I can always get stations. This one week I just can't get anything at all. But I can get those two words over and over and over again.
Okay, pause real quick. Did anyone else hear a meow? Was that Zozo?
That was not Zozo.
No, that was someone's soundboard.
Caleb. Why aren't you looking at me, Caleb? Caleb?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Don't
chunk
get me
something at
wrong.
your head.
My cat can get that loud. She's just not right now.
I'm sorry. When somebody said cat and you're like meow, I'm like, I need to find this.
But that's all I got. That's about the only thing paranormal, other than stuff falling off the, out of nowhere stuff falling off shelves or something.
Oh yeah.
Shit disappearing when it shouldn't.
Yeah, like stuff like that. Other than that, no.
Fucking
That's about the only thing I have that I was genuinely like, why the is this happening? I never told anyone about it. I
Colby.
figured everyone would think I was crazy.
Yeah. Colby, what's yours?
So, has anyone ever woken up about like sometime in the AMs and you can't move?
Yep.
So I had that happen to me when I was living down in the village. And
With the village people.
I don't
to get
know.
me high?
There's actually stories about that. Let's not start those.
Young man.
But pretty much
Anyways.
I literally just couldn't move. It was
Sleep
like somebody
paralysis.
was sitting on me.
Yep, sleep paralysis. It's a real thing.
I remember being real freaked out. I could only move my eyes.
Yep. Feels like someone's sitting on your chest. Can't move.
Yeah.
Can't breathe. Yeah. It's a common thing. It's actually it happens a lot, and most often some people see things. Most often people just kind of freak out for a minute and then they come to.
Yeah, no, I sat in my bed for about 30 to 45 minutes not being able to move.
It's a scary thing.
Best way to overcome that if it ever happens again is just focus on one part of your body and focus on trying to move that one part.
Well, it's only ever happened one time, and that was when I lived, like I said, in the Indian village.
Yeah. Hmm.
And I don't want anybody to get this confused. We keep referring to it as a village. It's just kind of what it's called. What it was actually just kind of there was like single streets that were paved off the main road, and the Cherokee Indian thing, I don't remember what it's called, like
Nah.
housing authority or something, came in and built a bunch of houses for people to buy or mortgage or whatever. So that's just what it would end up getting called.
Quit trying to cover up. Alright?
Garbage.
Y'all know that y'all are Amish and this is just your rump springer.
Later, nerd.
Okay, babe, I think it's your turn.
Yep, it is Dylan's turn.
Alright, so it's not so much supernatural or paranormal or any of that. It's just creepy.
Okay.
So, I had a buddy of mine. He was throwing a party, and I was gonna co-host basically. I knew he was gonna get absolutely trashed, so I said I would, not drink as much and try and keep, the crowd under control, so he didn't, end up with broken shit and bad time, with the parents and shit.
Yeah.
So whatever.
Yeah,
And
we're-
so having a good old time. There's a guy that pulls up, and his name is Drew. And Drew,
Ugh.
Right? Cat doesn't like this guy.
hold on a second. Weed is being smoked, so I don't want to make you listen to the torch.
If it's the Drew that I'm thinking of, you'd hate his guts too. He was a piece of work. He is
By-
a nasty human being.
Okay, I was about to say, by a piece of work, you mean like garbage.
No,
Gotcha.
He's awful.
Garbage. Absolute garbage. The filthiest of filthy people.
Yes. Would you stop that?
It wasn't me.
Okay, we're back.
What? What was that?
Okay, so throwing a party, co-hosting. This dude comes up because he was friends with the host.
Drew.
Drew kind of sucked.
Uh,
Drew had wanted to fight me since freshman
Okay.
year in high school, and it's now sophomore year, right? Always wanted to fight me. But the guy was built like a marshmallow, so I was like, no, that's not a good idea for you, because I had transferred from
Girl,
public
that's
schools
music.
to Catholic schools, and I did my
dude,
fighting
public
over
schools
here.
is where you learn stuff.
Yeah, right? Yeah. It helps teach you what kind of fighter you're gonna be, and I am the person that just wants to hit you really fucking hard one time and break your head.
Yeah. The
Hockey,
haymaker.
hockey fighting is how I like to fight.
Yeah.
I grab your shirt, we stand up, and we wail on each other until one of us falls. And I got a thick head. Ask Caitlin how many times she's fucking cracked my nose.
I've
Hell
only
yeah.
done it twice, and it was an accident.
Right?
So she
And so-
says.
Well,
Listen, I am not responsible for any injuries that occur when you tickle me.
one of them wasn't even during a tickling session. It was just like I was trying to scoot fucking closer to her, and she fucking whipped her head back into my nose. And we just heard it go.
Anyway,
Anyway, so this guy wanted to fight, and I wasn't having it. And so he is got some liquid courage in him now, and he keeps fucking bugging me about fighting him, and I keep telling him he's a fucking idiot for doing it. And then I get tired of his bullshit, so I make fun of him a little bit. I bring up a goodbye. Oh, welcome back. I bring up a prank we pulled on him earlier in the year because it was fucking hilarious. And I'm not gonna explain the prank because it's not necessarily necessary to the story. And so he gets upset about that, right? And I realize I've pushed his buttons a little too much. I will walk away so he might fucking calm down and not try and cause some bullshit. Well, that doesn't work. He follows me out of the room and kicks me in my ass. Like tried to front kick me in my ass. And it didn't really work, so I turned around, grabbed him, and threw him into a couch, and like was on top of him, ready to start beating his ass. And I asked him one more time, I was like, "Are you for real wanting to fight?" And he goes, "Yeah, bro." And I'm like, "Then you're fucking autistic." And I get off of it. I walk away again, right? I walk away.
Walk away.
I go back to hanging out where I
They're
was.
right there.
Go back to chilling, talking with the peoples, having a good time. And he starts fucking trying to make fun of me. And so I bring up the fucking joke again, or the prank again, and he fucking literally tries to pull me out of my chair to go, whoop my ass. And it didn't work really well, so I got up, and I let him start pushing me out of the door. And then he tried to shove me to the ground, so I turned around and made eye contact with this man, right? Eye contact means go. And I brought a fist around from, like, the other side of the planet and hit him across the face with it.
Later, nerd.
He flew into the wall and just collapsed to the ground, right? And so at this point, I'm like, it's over. This is exactly what I was afraid was going to happen. He wakes up a little bit later, and he just doesn't say anything to me anymore. People wanted me to take it outside so I could, like, beat his ass, and because I was trying to be respectful to the host and not ruin his house by beating a guy in his house. And I just wasn't having it. Like, I just was like, I went and took a fucking hit, and then I smoked some hookah, and I was chill for the rest of the night.
Hell yeah,
The
brother.
part where it gets creepy, right? The part where it gets creepy, right, is that me being the co-host, I have my own bed in the house. I go to bed at a certain time, right?
Right.
And when I wake up in the morning, I wake up, and all the lights are off, right? So it's decently dark in the room, but I can still see. And he is in the connecting bathroom with the door open, just fucking staring at me.
Bro, no.
In
I
the
didn't-
dark.
I
In the
didn't know
dark.
that part of the story. Jesus Christ.
Was he
was
shitting?
just-
In the actual
No, he was just standing there looking at me.
Swiggity swooty coming for that booty.
And so, like, I open my eyes. I don't move a muscle. And then like after a couple of minutes, he just turns around and turns on the light, and half of his face was the color of a grape.
Oh, damn.
It was
I
unfortunate.
guess
This
he
man.
won't be trying that shit again.
Oh, but he did.
Some people
Right. So
just
after the creepy moment, right? I'm on the football team with this guy, right?
Uh-huh.
Oh God.
Right. And so that's pertaining to the story. But what happens immediately after is the next day we go to school, right? And it is the day before a game, and I'd rather not get in trouble because I played varsity sometimes my sophomore year.
A quick side
Eh,
note, for those of you listening, Dylan is a big dude. Like, big. Right, guys?
Yes.
Call me the fridge, bro.
Yep.
One of his thighs is the size of my waist.
Entertaining.
he's a big dude. Anyway,
Continue.
But anyway, uh, so we go to school the next day, and he's immediately like, "Oh, bro, it's because I was drunk. We're gonna go to the fucking theater, and we're gonna fight in the parking lot." And I'm like, "Bro, have you looked at your face?
I
Stop it."
fell and hit the doorknob. It's okay.
Right? And so I actually go to one of my teachers. He's also my football coach, but he's a fucking nutball. Caitlin knows who I'm talking about. His name is Coach Trammell.
Oh God.
He's fucking certifiably insane.
Hell yeah.
And it's fucking hilarious. And I ask him. I don't bring up any names, but I'm like, listen, if a guy wanted to fight and you knew you were gonna beat his ass, do you think you would do it? And he said, well, do you think you'd win for sure? And I'm like, yes. And he goes, then don't do it. And he's like, it's not worth it. I'm like, all right, fine. So I don't go to the fucking parking lot. I tell him to fuck off. I already hit him once in the face. If he wants to do something about it, do it on the football field.
Mm-hmm.
And so we go to practice, right? And the coaches obviously noticed that one of their players has a purple fucking face, right?
Yeah.
Right? And so they get to talking and they realize, oh, that's why Dylan was asking me about fighting a kid again. So they think it's like, okay, this needs to be taken care of, right? Because they're the adults. And so they pull us into the office, and this is their response. All right, look, we understand that you gentlemen went to a party the other night, and that an incident may have occurred at said party.
Maybe.
We go, yeah. We go, yeah. And he goes, all right, I'm going to ask this once and once only. Was there alcohol involved? And both of us just immediately go, nope. Stone cold sober, sir.
Smart man.
And he goes, okay. Now, next on the list of things to do is we have a set of boxing gloves in that room over there. We can have you guys lace up and go at it right now. And I said, let's go. Fuck it. I'm tired of this. I now have permission from
yeah,
an
dude, you
adult
can't
to
get in
whoop
trouble
ass.
for it. Yep.
And Drew goes, no, it's not. It's okay. I'm done.
What just happened? My OBS is freaking out. Sorry, live viewers, and for my recording, I'm not quite sure what just happened, but my recording software kind of glitched out there.
Unfortunate.
Sorry to any of our viewers who might watch this later. I'm going to make sure to keep track of this so I know to watch it later and make sure that nothing is messed up. Anyways, continue.
And that was it. That was the end of the story. He backed out of a sanctioned fight. That was what I didn't care at that point.
Damn.
With gloves, even.
I really
Like, come on, dude.
wish.
If you know you wanted to fight someone that bad, and then you get permission, like even
When
if
you're,
you know
when,
you're
like,
gonna
and
lose,
these are our coaches, right? These are people that are, like we respect, right? So
yeah,
when the people we respect says go, and you don't, like what the fuck is that?
So that's kind of crazy, you know? But, I mean, it happens.
you at least gotta own up to it. Like you got to, even if you know you're gonna
honestly
lose.
disappointed you didn't get to beat his ass, because I still hate this dude.
No, I did not.
Of course he backs out. That's hilarious.
He was the type of dude to harass girls in high school. I fucking hated him.
Gross.
Guys like that, yeah, that wasn't okay with me. I was, yeah.
Okay,
Anyways.
but but what if now we have a scenario here. Um, there was an individual, and I won't name him because I don't disrespect him that bad.
Right.
But there was an individual that I didn't like because he tried to ride on his brother's popularity,
Hmm.
and it didn't work real well for him because he's kind of an idiot.
Yep.
And so he would try to hit on girls, right?
Okay.
And so I knew the girls, and they didn't want him hitting on them, right?
Okay.
And so instead, I would go up to these girls while he's like trying to hit on them, and they would like kind of fall into my arms, type shit.
You were pretty
Mind you,
much the guy that if they felt unsafe, you would walk up and be like, "Yeah, I'm her boyfriend. What's up?"
no, because he knew that Dylan was dating me.
Oh, okay. So you were kind of like a big
You're,
brother.
are you talking about the giant ginger? Or are you talking about the chipmunk?
The ginger.
Okay.
Oh
Because
goodness.
there's also the annoying chipmunk.
Well, the chipmunk, I threatened to beat him a lot because he would annoy me, and I'd tell him to stop. Like one time he brought a fucking air horn to school and he kept honking it outside of my door while I was sitting in it. And I told him to stop and he wouldn't stop. And so I got out of my car and I told him to stop one more time. And he kept honking it. And so I went and proceeded to throw him on the ground and he like ran away for his life.
Yeah, I still occasionally run into this dude out in public, and every single time he still tries to hit on me. I'm like, dude, I'm still Mantle's girl. I'm still Mantle's girl. You have no chance.
That's just stupid.
Because he thought that she was cute. It was very obvious.
Oh, this one
Yeah.
Just
guy.
like, what the
Those
fuck,
are the worst
dude?
people.
Back off.
I kind of have a funny one. When I was growing up in also a public school, in a public school you really don't have that many, we'll say, close friends, right?
Yeah, I can attest to
You,
that.
me, I had a crew of like 4 people.
Yeah, exactly. You don't have that many.
And we were the weird kids that would like staple our arms and shit.
Oh my god.
Of course you were.
We were the dudes that used big sexy hair in the bathroom.
Anyways.
Anyway.
He's like,
I
hold
was-
on.
We were the kids that wore ripped jean vests that were in dark colors.
Anyway,
No, see, I was like the polar opposite of that. So I was like the nerd, right? I was the geek.
I can see that.
I like
Wait,
those.
I
you?
was-
No way.
I was friends with the geeks.
Yeah, man. Like, but I was like the geek. I was like the loner geek. Like, I didn't really. I had like a total of like 3 actual friends, maybe 4.
Oh no, trust
And,
me, I feel you there.
We all kind of hung out, and my
Did you guys
my
have a
group
group name?
consisted
group
of.
name?
To have a group name? No.
Damn it.
Did you?
That would've been
They were the
No,
Backstreet
we
Boys.
didn't. No, we didn't have a name, but that would have been amazing.
That would have been right. But no. So it was me. I was the geek. We had
Uh-huh.
another guy. He was the jock. He was always playing football. He was actually quarterback for the longest time.
Wait, which one was that?
That was when I was at Leach.
Oh.
And and there was like 2 other friends that were kind of like in and out of the group, if you will. But anyway, so
Sometimes
me
they'd
and
hang out with you for a little bit. Sometimes they'd hang out with some other people for a little bit.
yeah,
And then one time that little bit turned into a long bit. And then they tried to come back, and you were like, hell yeah, bro, what's up?
Yep,
How
pretty
you
much.
doing?
so it was pretty
Been
much
in
the
the
geek
damn
and this quarterback, right? And I'm like small. I am not a physically fit person. I'm not fat, but I'm just a small, skinny kid. I haven't really filled out yet.
Right.
So we're messing around, pushing each other, and we're playing some football.
Mm-hmm.
And we start getting a little heated, as all friends do.
Ow. Yeah.
And we're really playing some football. Like, we're playing some contact football, and we have no pads on or anything.
Mhm.
And he gets mad and he swings.
Ooh.
And he catches me in the gut. And that hurt.
Yeah.
Because I'm skinny. It felt like it went through me.
Right.
And without thinking about it, I reached up and I caught him in the jaw. I clocked him one good one from
Ooh.
like downtown. My little skinny arm just swinging.
Right.
And we both fell. I was still standing there and I hit him to the ground. He got up and the first thing he did was start crying.
Oh no!
Yeah, man. And
Bruh.
the best thing was he took a second, like he didn't start crying immediately. He got up off the ground, dusted himself off a little, and then immediately started crying.
Bro.
I was like, "What? You hit me first!" And like the parents come running outside because they can hear a kid crying.
Fatality.
And then like I get in trouble. I'm like, "You little asshole!" He just.
He hit me.
And then from like that point on, we never talked to each other again.
Oh.
And I wasn't mad at him. I was just upset. I was expecting an apology. Like, he obviously framed me.
He's like, oh, I'm gonna make him look like he hit me, and I'm gonna start crying like a little bitch.
Yeah. And then he just started crying, and he ran up to his mom, and he was like, he hit me. And then my parents were like, you got a little monster, and blah, 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 right?
Well, I've been in
That's so unfortunate, bro.
my entire school career, I guess you could say, I've only ever been into 2 actual fights.
Is that what we're talking about now?
I guess.
Sorry, I
have no
completely
idea.
spaced out.
Well, that was just one I had with my friend. It's just kind of funny because he literally took the time to get up off the ground and then start crying. So I knew he did it on purpose.
Well, let me ask this before I even try to go on to that topic. Does anybody else have any weird paranormal stories or weird freaky stories that they want to talk about? Because
Can we talk more about the fights?
Why?
I'm a Steph.
Dude, because I almost got in a fight like a couple weekends ago. Last weekend.
Wait, what? Hold on. When?
You were there!
Oh yeah, yeah.
Friday, I almost got in a fight at the bar.
Was it Friday night or Saturday night?
It was Friday because it was Lacey's birthday.
I thought that was Saturday.
It was Friday.
You sure?
Yeah, her birthday was Friday.
Yeah, that's right. Because we were gonna go home, but then Cody and Asher showed up because I needed to get some sleep. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it, we can go home later.
These 2 guys walk in the fucking bar. We're at double shots, mind you.
One's a little bigger than Dylan. The other one is smaller than.
Short. He's a short.
He was
dude.
a midget. I mean,
Dude, all the girls.
Small person.
Okay.
My bad.
Little taller than Brittany.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
All right, so you can clearly tell.
She's gonna be pissed.
You can.
I'm sorry. I had to. Anyway.
You can clearly tell the little guy he's drunk. He's just plastered by this point. They're bar hopping. You can tell, and so they come in and they sit down at the bar. Wow.
Story. You're not the one that got in a fight. Almost.
I'm building up to that point.
Bro, I want to tell the story.
All right, fine. You tell the story.
I did. Okay, so Nate,
Anyhow.
the karaoke jockey, described them after everything had happened. Described them as the muscle and the hustle.
Yep.
So you got this big muscly dude walking around with the short dude that likes to hustle, apparently.
Likes to talk trash and then have the big guy back him up.
I was that man once.
Okay, so
For me.
this guy, oh
For
my
Nathan,
god.
too.
This guy alone, as soon as he walked in the bar, like, I was like, I don't like this dude. I don't. Well, Caleb starts singing karaoke, does a song, and starts singing some Dropkick Murphys, very Irish.
It was Flogging Molly, Drunken
Oh my
Lullabies.
god, okay, it was an Irish, upbeat, drink a beer if you got it type song. This dude comes up to our friend Ashley and hands her. We were throwing around like little itty bitty beach balls all night. You know, throwing our balls at each other. Ha ha! It was so fun. Great time.
Slapstick.
So he grabs one and hands it to our friend Ashley. It was like, "Here you go. You're gonna die tonight." We're like,
Whoa!
What the
"What?"
fuck?
We're like, "Okay," and we didn't think anything of it. Guy was drunk. Ashley's boyfriend Cody was there. He's a gun nut and has knives on him and all this shit.
Sounds like people we know.
Exactly.
Sounds
And
like
much.
everyone I know.
Pretty much.
and we're like, okay, whatever. This guy's drunk. We'll just continue what we're doing, talking and all that.
Having
So
fun.
he finally comes up to me and whispers in my ear, "This guy fucking sucks." Like talking about Caleb singing. I looked over and I'm like, "What the fuck?" And I look at the big dude that he's with. He's like, "I'm sorry. He's drunk. I'm trying to keep a tab on him." I was like, "All right." Didn't think anything of it. And I turn around, start talking with Ashley and Cody again, watching Caleb. Then this dude gets back up, walks over to Caleb. And as Caleb is still singing, keeping his mind occupied on the TV, this dude starts poking him in the fucking chest.
No, it was my stomach.
Oh,
He
that's
was
right,
probably
'cause-
not tall enough to reach.
Exactly. So starts poking at him. And I'd already had a couple drinks and a couple shots in me. So I was like, you know what? Fuck this. Tired of people coming in here thinking that they can just sit and fuck with us. I'm tired of it. So I got up out of my chair and I wedged myself in between this dude and Caleb and I shoved this dude about 4 feet back. I shoved him like I was not having it. And Caleb knew what was next because if this dude got up in my face, I was going to deck him across the mouth.
I grabbed her I grabbed her in a chokehold. Not quite a
Yo.
chokehold, but I wrapped my arm around her right above her breasts. Whatever.
My throat. It
Not
was my
quite your throat. It was like right here.
Come on.
Anyways, I
you
grabbed
know
her
I'm
and
into
I
it.
held her tight, and I kept saying, "I'm like, not happening."
And
Oh.
I look back over at the dude, and I look over to the big dude, and his eyes are just fucking wide, like in shock. Like they didn't think this little white girl was about to get up and fucking shove another dude that probably is like twice my weight.
It probably
But-
also scared him the fact that I grabbed her like I did and said, "Nope, not today."
I was
Got
heated.
ourselves a little scrapper. Yeah.
I had a good foot on this guy in height.
Minimum.
And I just, after Caleb grabbed me, I was like, all right, took a deep breath. I sat down and I look over at our friend Cody, and he's just got this vein on his temple just pulsating. Like he was ready to fucking unload a clip on this dude.
No
I
joke.
was like,
got
Cody.
He got that twitch.
He did.
An itch needs scratching.
I
Yup.
was like, Cody, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I got this, Cody. Nate comes over and starts talking with the dude. He's like, you can't be coming in here and acting like that.
Nope.
That ain't gonna fly with me. And I talked to Nate. He's like, you don't need to do that. You can always yell for me and I'll come over. And I'm like, no. At some point, I'm gonna snap and I'm gonna end up like, whew. Whew. So yeah, I almost got in a fight Friday night, guys.
She almost eyed the guy down and just deadbeat.
Show us your butthole.
Dude, no. No. That is one butthole I do not want to see.
Later, nerd.
Pretty much.
Kat, have you ever been in a fight?
Nope.
Do you want
Never.
to?
You never even been in like a situation where you felt like you was fixing to have to fight somebody.
Nope.
Hold
Do
on.
you want to?
No.
Do you
sure?
want to?
You don't want
I'm
to fight with
sure.
Steph?
God knows she'd kill me.
Come on. Really?
I've never even punched someone.
Dylan?
I've never punched someone. I've never slapped someone across the face before.
She hit me once.
I did not.
She punched me
No.
in the shoulder.
No,
She was
Dylan,
so
you
mad.
Yeah,
No.
playing punch buggy.
Nope.
Dude, Dylan, I remember that. Remember you hit the doorknob,
Mm-hmm.
Shh.
fell down a flight of stairs,
Oh
both
my
broke
god.
legs.
No, shut the fuck up.
Oh, my neck. My fingers. I was popping.
I'm sorry. Okay, so
I don't think I've even been in a screaming match with anybody before.
Do you want to?
No.
it
Are
is
you sure?
it is 10:30 at night. We are not doing that right now.
I
Bro,
don't like confrontation.
Cat, I will come
She
over
really
right
doesn't.
now.
She really doesn't.
I'm coming over, Cat.
If I think someone's gonna yell at me, I start crying.
I'm putting my shoes on right now.
Or I'll raise my voice at her to get her attention. and that's it.
And I'm just a puddle of tears.
I broke her, guys. No,
Sorry.
in my entire school career, I've been suspended once, and I've gotten into 2 fights. Believe it or not, the suspension was not due to a fight. Anyways,
I've been suspended many a times.
yeah, I've been suspended.
You got
once.
kicked out of Tulsa public school system.
Damn.
That's why you went to Catholic school. That's how you met me.
All
not
hail
wrong.
Queen Spider. Anyways, so the 2 fights I got into didn't even turn out to full fights. It was also instigated by other people, who were the ones actually saying the stuff that I ended up, clearing the air with these people. But, let's see, one fight, I got punched right in the nose. Now, if anybody knows, when you get hit right there,
It hurt.
instant tears. Like it's not
Yep.
even like it's not like, oh my god, I'm hurt. No, it's like your sinuses and your tear ducts just instant react.
Oh no, I don't have that.
Well, I do, unfortunately. It's happened. I've had a dog I'm talking like 180-pound pit bull fucking headbutt me in the nose, and I started tearing up because of that shit.
I straight broke my nose. And it was just like still pissed.
Well, when that happened to me,
didn't cry, just nose was bleeding and I was just snarling.
well, when that happened to me, a girl that was with me at the time immediately just wouldn't even let the fight. She just grabbed me and immediately took me to the nurse's office. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm not done. Another time,
I'm gonna let him keep going.
we were in middle school. Keep in mind, this all happened in middle school.
Hot.
Oh, yeah. So hot.
I've never even witnessed a fight, to be honest.
Oh,
Do you
I've seen
want
plenty
to?
of them.
Do you want to?
No.
Every time she says I haven't, I'm gonna be like, do you want to?
I have things that I can say that I'm not going to.
She's witnessed people be broken, but not a fight.
It's
Hey,
because we're
Cat.
playing football.
Hey, Cat. Hey, Cat.
Yes. Yes.
You ever been to a brothel?
No.
Do you want to?
Maybe.
I think, if I'm being
Hey.
100% honest, if it doesn't happen in the next few years, I think Caitlin will pay for female sex.
Yeah, I was gonna say, hey Steph, I haven't slept with a woman yet.
Hey, I mean, if the money's good.
Wait.
Hold on a second. What?
What? Dylan said she'd pay for it.
I don't
Caleb,
know.
this doesn't concern you.
Dude, I'm trying to pay our rent right now, okay? I'm sorry.
Oh, no. This is gonna get weird.
Hey, Cat.
Yeah.
You ever seen midgets wrestle?
I don't think that's something I want to see.
Do you want to?
I just said no.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Bruh.
I swear to God, there's going to be a podcast one of these days, and it's just going to be things Kat has not seen or experienced.
What do you want to test that theory?
Every time.
Oh. Oh.
Oh my god, I just watched a man's head roll across the floor.
Brutal. That's so metal.
For honor, bro.
Hell yeah, brother. Oh, this is wonderful, guys. This is amazingly bad. Uh, well, I think after about 2 hours of all this, I think we've got to. I think we've reached a good stopping point.
Hey, cat.
What?
Have you ever seen two turtles doing it?
Actually, no.
Do you want to?
Kinda. What the fuck? I'm going to take that soundboard away from you.
Try me.
Joke's on you, the front door is locked.
For now.
Bruh.
No.
Have you ever picked a lock before?
Terms of service haven't been agreed
Yes.
upon yet.
Yes, I have.
Did it work?
Yes.
Okay.
Don't. No.
Oh,
Well,
someone
Just
feels
because,
better.
just because you used a paperclip to open up the bathroom door once does not count.
It does not count.
No, that used to be a party trick. I don't think I could do it anymore, but that was like a party trick I used to do back in the day.
What?
Back in like middle school.
Well then. Well, I want to thank everybody in the Outcast for joining me this evening for another wonderful Outcast podcast here.
This
Thanks.
one took some left turns.
Oh, it took a lot of left turns. I want to thank Colby,
Hello.
Kat,
Hey. God damn it.
Steph,
Don't you say my name.
We can't,
Fucking do it.
we can't even do an outro.
Bruh.
Steph,
What?
Dylan,
I'm.
Shorty.
I think he's mad at you now.
He's God.
You got editing software, sir. Some bleeping technology. You have a soundboard. You could have soundboarded over my name.
I've already said your name like a dozen times.
I'm disappointed in you.
I'm sorry.
Babe, I've said your name.
I'm disappointed
Everybody
in
said your name.
Hey, Dylan.
you. I'm on the internet now. Oh, you guys
Dylan.
suck.
Dylan. Hey, Dylan. Dylan.
Anyways, Tyler,
Huh?
thank you all for joining
He said,
us.
huh?
And I'm going to try to kill this and that. Huge thank you again
Slap
to...
myself in the face.
Ow! Happy?
No.
What do you want me to do?
Not whatever you just did.
Whatever it is probably involves a pee-pee touch or two.
Oh, hello.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Free.
But we want to give a huge thank you to No Name Nerd for allowing us to be an affiliate of theirs. Remember, if you want some customized clothing, gaming jerseys, even a throw pillow, remember, go to their website, nonamenerd.com. Make sure to use code gunkPunk to get 10% off.
Can I get a custom willy warmer?
I mean, I don't see one on their website currently, but that's not to say that
I'm
they
gonna
may.
message them.
I mean, you
I need
can.
my willy to be warm at night.
Anyways, so if you're watching this on Facebook, make sure to like the page, share the video with your friends so they can hear the chaos that you've just heard. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. For both pages, make sure to hit that notification bell so you are aware every time that we go live or we upload a new video. This is gunkPunk and the Outcast saying thank you guys for watching tonight.
Bye.
10-4, good buddy.
Bye.